Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. So what I have for you guys today, we're going to be putting FIFA 18 to the test, and we're going to be seeing what predictions it comes out with for the upcoming championship season. So of course we now have just over a month until the championship season does go ahead and kick off, and I've had quite a few people requesting I should be doing some prediction videos. I feel like it's a bit too early in the season for me to go ahead and give my actual predictions, but today we're going to be putting FIFA 18 to the test. So make sure you do leave a comment in the comments down below as to whether or not you do agree with what FIFA 18 comes out with. As well as that, I'd also be interested to know what are your early predictions at this point in time in the season. Let me know down below. I feel like at this point it's quite hard to judge. Some teams have obviously done a lot of transfer business and some have done hardly any, really. As well as that though, this will be a pre-recorded video, so by the time you're seeing this I'll have recorded it a week in advance, as I think when you guys will be watching this I will be away on holiday. So if any transfers have gone through in the last week or so, they probably won't be involved in this video, as yeah, it's a pre-recorded video. So what we'll do now, guys, we'll go ahead and hop into a new career mode on FIFA 18, and then we'll reshuffle the championship so that all of the teams are in the right league. Okay, so we will now shuffle through all the teams in the championship. So as you can see, all the teams who will be in the championship next season are in this career mode for the championship. So we'll go ahead and pick our team. We may as well be Preston, as that's the team I support, not that it really matters for this. And we'll just hop on into this career mode. So I'm quite interested to see what FIFA 18 throws up in terms of predictions for this one. And we're just going to simulate right to the end of the season and see what FIFA 18 comes up with. So like I said, make sure you do get your early predictions in the comments down below. What I'll be interested to know from you guys is, who do you think are going to be the top 6 and bottom 3 for this season? Who do you think is going to be a dark horse coming into this season in the championship? And as well as that, who do you fancy for the top scorer? Okay guys, so the simulation has just finished, and as you can see, Preston have 2 more games. So I'm pretty sure that this means, yes, Preston have made it into the playoffs by EA's judgment. So before we go ahead and check out the league table, we may as well simulate to the end of this playoff run to see if Preston make the final. Okay, so those simulations have done, and we lost the first leg 2-1, and then we lost the second leg 2-1. So according to FIFA, Preston are going to lose in the playoff semi-final. Now, I'm not sure about the rest of the table, as I have not looked at it yet, but let's go ahead and see what FIFA's predicting for this one. So let's go ahead and look at the championship table according to FIFA, and this is what they are saying. And on face value, this looks like, I mean, there's some interesting shouts in there. We'll talk about some teams individually, but overall, it doesn't look like an awful prediction. So we may as well start at the bottom of the table and then work our way up, and then basically have a chat about the ones that we agree with and the ones we think may be a little bit off. So Rotherham United coming in at 24th. I think that was to be expected, really. In FIFA especially, they're like guaranteed to have the weakest squad, you know, coming up from the playoffs from League One. Let me know down below if you guys are fancying Rotherham to finish bottom of the championship. Last time they were there, you know, they really weren't brilliant, but I do think that that squad has improved. I think the manager they have now in Paul Werner's a lot more capable than the last guy they had. Blackburn also predicted to go straight back down, but the surprising one there is Bristol City, who FIFA are saying are going to be relegated. Of course, last season, you know, in the previous 2 seasons they were battling with relegation, but last season, you know, they were up for the playoffs, so that's quite a controversial one. Wigan just avoiding relegation. Sheffield United having a massive fall off from last season, just avoiding it as well. Bolton finishing in 19th, that'll be a pretty solid season. It's also interesting to see that FIFA are predicting Reading to have yet another poor season, of course. We saw them make the playoff final, and the season after that they were brought into a relegation scrap. FIFA doesn't think they'll do too well. Millwall, FIFA have in 17th on this list. I'd be quite interested to hear from some Millwall fans as to what are your expectations going into this season, you know. It's quite an interesting one with Millwall, because can we expect them to just do as well as they did last year, or does everyone think that it was just a one-off and they madly overachieved? Hull City sat in 16th. I have a feeling that if they don't really pull their finger out in this transfer window, they could be in trouble in this upcoming season. You know, they've lost a lot of big players already in this transfer window. Norwich in 15th, another pretty average season. Middlesbrough in 14th, that's quite an interesting one. Of course, they made the playoffs last season. Maybe if Adama Traore does leave, you know, this will be the case for Middlesbrough. Ipswich finishing in 13th, a solid season for them. Nottingham Forest in at 12th. Now, I had made the transfers for this career mode, so I had put their couple signings from Benfica into the team, and FIFA is saying that they will finish in 12th. It is an improvement, but I have a feeling that Forest fans will be setting their sights a bit higher. Brentford in 11th, that's a standard finish for them. Derby in 10th, they're saying that Frank Lampard won't make the playoffs. QPR in 9th is quite an interesting one. Over the past few seasons, QPR haven't really been challenging the top 6, but FIFA's saying that will be the case. And then we have two rivals coming in at 8th and 7th. FIFA is saying that Aston Villa will finish in 8th, of course. At this point in time, they have a lot of financial troubles to go ahead and sort out, but FIFA is saying that Birmingham are going to go ahead and finish above them. That'll make for a very interesting season. Then, as we do get into the top 6, a couple surprising picks in here, I'm not going to lie about that. We have Swansea City, West Brom and Stoke all make it into the top 6, so FIFA thinks that all the relegated clubs from the Premier League will have a fairly good season. Swansea coming in at 6, and then FIFA is saying that my club, Preston North End, are going to come in at 5th. And to be honest, I do think that it is a realistic expectation to say that Preston could feasibly make it into the playoffs next year. You know, last season we only missed out by 2 points, so I really think we will be knocking on the door for the top 6 next season. Obviously, we got beat by West Brom in this career mode. Then they are predicting Leeds United to finish in 3rd, of course, in Marcelo Bielsa's first season there. And then the top 2, they are saying will be Stoke City winning the Championship and Sheffield Wednesday finishing runners-up, of course. Last season in the Championship, Sheffield Wednesday vastly underachieved. You know, they had a lot of injuries that season. FIFA's saying they're going to clutch it this year, though. And then to go ahead and win the Championship with a staggering 109 points. FIFA's saying that Stoke City will be victorious, of course. Last season in the Championship, Wolves only picked up 99 points, and FIFA is saying Stoke will pick up 109, so that's pretty mental. Although it probably is to be expected, you know, going into the Championship at this point in time, Stoke probably do have one of the stronger squads going in there, so let's go ahead and take a look at who FIFA is predicting to be the top scorers. So FIFA is predicting Martin Waghorn to come out with the golden boot, of course, playing for Ipswich Town with 25 goals. Last season in the Championship, Martin Waghorn was without a doubt one of the best bargain buys, you know. He got into double figures last season with both goals and assists, and FIFA are saying that he will have another great season. Coming in second, we then have James Morrison from West Brom, that's quite a surprise, and Fernando Forestieri, both tied on 20 goals. Conor Hourihane coming in with 17 for a midfielder, that is very impressive. And then in that 6th place, we have Shawnee Maguire sat with 16 goals. I'm pretty happy with that. In terms of the top assister for the Championship, they are saying that that will be Pablo Hernandez of Leeds United. They think that he will really thrive under Marcelo Bielsa. Coming in second, we then have Billy Bowden of Preston coming in with 10 assists, and then we have Fernando Forestieri in at 9. So Forestieri obviously having a very good season. In terms of clean sheets, they've gone ahead and predicted Jack Butland. Yeah, honestly, I doubt he will be at Stoke going into this season, but nevertheless, he's predicted for 17 clean sheets. Myhill coming in at 2nd. Yellow cards, I mean, this one can't be that realistic because I don't see Ben Pearson anywhere on that list. I think in the last 2 seasons in the Championship, he's accumulated about 30 yellow cards, so he's definitely going to be there next season. So what we'll go ahead and do now, guys, we'll go ahead and look at what the playoffs are looking like going into this season. So as you can see, the 2 playoff semi-finals were between Leeds and Swansea and West Brom and Preston. And according to FIFA, Leeds are going to beat Swansea 4-3 and West Brom are going to beat Preston 4-2. And it all comes down to this game. So let's go ahead and simulate this one and see who FIFA is predicting to get promoted. And as you can see, they are predicting Leeds United to go ahead and beat West Brom 2-1 in the Championship playoff final. So I'm sure Leeds fans will be buzzing with that one. Marcelo Bielsa obviously having the impact on FIFA. So a 2-1 victory in the playoff final for Leeds. In terms of some other competitions which don't concern the Championship, they're predicting Man United to beat Everton 2-1 in the final of the Carabao Cup, and they're predicting Spurs to go ahead and win the FA Cup on penalties. Also, we'll go ahead and look at the other English tables from this season. So FIFA are predicting, FIFA are predicting Wolves to finish bottom of the Premier League with only 23 points. That is quite a surprise because in FIFA, Wolves have the best squad out of all the teams that were promoted. They're also predicting Cardiff to come back down and predicting Huddersfield to come down as well, with their Crystal Palace and Bournemouth and Fulham just avoiding relegation. And bizarrely enough, they're actually predicting Arsenal to go ahead and win the Premier League. I mean, that sort of suggests that FIFA may not be the best reliable source for predictions. Then in terms of League One, they're predicting Sunderland to go ahead and bounce straight back to the Championship with 104 points. A very convincing season for them. Joining them will be Scunthorpe United, Burton Albion and Barnsley, both missing out on the playoffs, however. In terms of my club, Preston North End, they're predicting us to have a very good season. You know, they're predicting Shawnee Maguire to pick up 20 goals in all competitions, but the real standout here is Billy Bowden, who they're predicting for 13 goals and 11 assists. That would be a drastic improvement on what he showed last season, really. But nevertheless, guys, that will now wrap it up for this video. So let me know down below, do you agree with what FIFA 18 is predicting for this upcoming season? Let me know down below what your early predictions are. But apart from that, guys, that will now wrap it up for this video. So if you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. It is always massively appreciated. As well as that, make sure you do subscribe for some regular championship content. But apart from that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.